But I would like to start off the night by playing a clip from last night's show.
What the Democrats did in this election, which is to misuse the absentee ballot process and the mail-in ballot process in order to cheat. So they really cheated in two respects.
No. They leaned on mail-in ballots because we're in the middle of a goddamn pandemic, and I'm amazed that Rudy hasn't tested positive yet. He's been flying all over the place, holding press conferences next to a dildo shop. I've never seen him wear a mask. He was even at the White House super spreader events. I don't think Rudy is human. I think he's some kind of a lizard person. Now, after watching that video, I think you guys can imagine what I'm going to say. Now, while Rudy has not tested positive, Rudy Giuliani is currently in quarantine. I'm not sure he's human, though. So, I'm not banking on him dying from the COVID. But let's run down the list of people who we found out today have tested positive for COVID. Starting with Donald Trump Jr. has tested positive for COVID-19. Florida Senator Rick Scott has tested positive for COVID-19. Now, it's a Friday. One of the reasons why I think the news is coming out today is because a tactic of politicians is to do what they call a news dump on Fridays. What up? Glad to have you back. Because people are out, I don't think people are out partying tonight because, COVID and everything. Stupid people might be out partying tonight. But usually people aren't paying attention to the news on Friday. So shit that they want to sweep under the rug, they usually throw out on Fridays. News like Rudy Giuliani's son has tested positive for coronavirus. Also, when I saw pictures of him, I thought it was Eric Trump. Like, what a weird looking guy. I'm not one to talk about other people's looks, because shit, look at me. But he's definitely got a very Beavis kind of look to him. Now, after all the news of the positive tests came out, apparently the Trump legal team wasn't in the White House when the GOP representatives met with Trump earlier today. Michigan's top two legislative leaders vowed that the presidential candidate with the most votes will win the state's electoral votes after departing a Friday meeting with President Donald Trump at the White House. Now, even Sidney Powell was on Fox the other night. It seems to be what they're going for. They're wanting to try to get the electors and Republican state legislators to flip and give the election to Trump, despite the fact that Trump lost the election by a significant margin. It's looking like Joe Biden is going to win by about 6 million votes in the popular vote. His count is up to 80 million now. But these motherfuckers were flown to the White House today to meet with President Trump for what I assume was Trump trying to badger them and pressure them. But the mayor of Sterling Heights, Michigan, said today that Trump is deliberately lying to Americans about the election. He absolutely is. So is Trump's legal team, We've gone over, and man, like, I cannot, over here on the Parler, I cannot tell you how many people just like, this was me responding to a right-wing, I can't remember who it was, Ryan Fournier. I have no clue who he is. I was responding to him. Sidney Powell stands by fraud allegations, willing to stake her personal career. Huge! My comment was, let her say it in court then, under penalty of perjury. Now, the other day, somebody on Parler was like, I don't know what a pre-jury is, but a jury would find that this election was full of fraud. And I'm like, oh, God. As I always say, right-wingers are moral.